It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in week 9?
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Play action. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Motion left, Cup. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. He will have the conversion and more than that.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! Robbie Chosen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, That's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
To throw, it's Milton.
He'll buy some time right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Again, it's Walker. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
The Seahawks at 2-6 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
On third down, here's Walker.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
From the 33, here's second down at 7. Motion left, Kupp. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as the tackle made at the 42.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Off of play action, here's Stafford.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Broken tackle.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Walker. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Here's Milton now to throw.
And Walker has it. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Milton. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Milton.
Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
To throw is Milton.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's Milton.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Doug Peterson says, let's go for two here. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Stafford now to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he spikes it to stop the clock. And now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. A give for Walker running right.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Throwing to start the drive.
Milton. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Motion left, Cup. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. He'll get it inside the 20.
And finally taken down at the 15. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton.
That is caught.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, It is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
with their 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell.
Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Motion left, Cup. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Touchdown!
Cooper Kupp
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This is 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Milton flush to his right.
He completes this to Walker. And they will get another first down here up near midfield.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Milton.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Milton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's...
Conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
He'll find Metcalf.
And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
To throw, it's Milton. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Operating from the gun. Milton.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game-winning